Hello, Leos, Pussycat Nation. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Leo, we are this week. I am asking throughout the zodiac, why are you here? Why are you here? Kind of looking at the deeper meaning of life for y'all. Yours is friggin' fascinating. Like, okay, so I started pulling out some cards just because I'm using like three different oracle decks. We're using the Return of Spirit Oracle deck, we're using the Archangel Oracle deck, and we're using the Starseed Oracle deck. And I like to take a minute with each of them. So I'm going to jump right over first. I haven't done this. I don't know what's going on with my hair. We're having a bad day here. The weather, let's just pull it out. The weather here has changed. Maybe it's changed in other places too. But it went from, being like above zero, above freezing, to this morning, the wind chill is minus 21. It's snowing. Larry was so mad. Larry's my cat. I let him out into his play area this morning. I just like opened the door and let him out. And I went into the bathroom. I'm like, I was half asleep doing my thing. And then I hear him come running back in. His cat door slams. And he's meow, 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 meow. And he's like pounding on the bathroom door. He's genuinely upset. I'm like, what the fuck is Larry's problem? He never comes to like this. Anyway, so I'm looking at my phone and I'm looking at the weather. What? It's minus 21 outside. So he was mad. He was so mad. He's chilled out now, but I've never seen him so upset. I really honestly think he spent the night like thinking about, okay, I'm going to go out first thing in the morning. I'm going to watch the sunrise. And then as it gets nicer, I'm going to lay in the sun and watch the bird feeds. Like all his plans just kind of like went right out the window. And he was upset. So anyways, so yeah, I don't know. My hair, everything is just, we're just a mess. It's like all of a sudden I got a heavy hoodie on. Welcome to April, baby. Okay, let's get back into you. So why did you, this is the last question I ask, and it's where we're going first in your reading, is why did you, your soul, decide to incarnate as yourself in this lifetime, all right? And the answer that I have here is that this is like a stopover. This is a stopover. There is something else or somewhere else that your soul intends to go. There's another place here. It's literally like, this is a very big, so put on your spiritual caps this week, because we are looking at things from a very esoteric and sort of broader consciousness perspective. And your reading is, it is that big time. Yeah. Okay. Why? Why did you come here? You came here to wait. Literally, you came here to wait. This is like a stopover. It's not yet time. Things are being woven. So, right? And what is she doing? She's like, there's a galaxy. There's a universe. I want to say it's like it's a galaxy. Maybe it is a universe. What the hell? That was really, I just sat with that for a minute. I went, they came here to wait. But then it looks like there's some other reality that's being formed. But it takes times for galaxies and universes to be, I guess, formed. This is a stopover for you, Leo. It's very curious that, no? I find it to be. It's kind of like, well, this is not my final destination, but I'll just plunk myself here for a little bit and do maybe a few incarnations until what it is that I'm waiting for, or where I intend to go, has actually been created. Yeah. That is one of the most interesting responses to that question so far this week. Okay, your overall life purpose. Here's the other thing. I feel like coming here, this is what I'm going to say. I feel like coming here, you are, you're kind of biding your time. Spiritually, like you're speaking from your soul's perspective, you are biding your time. This is not the final destination for you. Maybe, I wonder too if life feels at times for you kind of temporary. Is it the furnace or Lily? Who's behind the curtain? Oh, come on, Ned. Come inside. Come in. All right, I can hold you while I talk, but once it gets time to shuffle, there's Lily. Oh gosh, big girl. Big girl. But it's like you're biding your time here. So, I'm wondering if there's things that you like, just you don't connect. You don't connect with some of the things that people enjoy here, or life goals that people have as well. Like, these might not be things that you resonate with. And I do feel like you're also probably the group that maybe even feels most what is it, like learning to be human but not human kind of thing. There's a card like that in this deck, like that. Okay, so all right, but you come, so what is your overall life purpose? It is assistance. When this card came out, I still have it. I have such a strong feeling with this card, that because when I read the book for you on what this card talks about, it does talk about learning to accept and receive help from others, you know, like, and when that help comes around, to not let your pride get in the way, and to take that assistance. I'm not going to say that that isn't something that you've come here to experience, right? Like, to be able to acknowledge that there's times where, you know, maybe you do need a little bit of help with something. I'm not going to lie. I feel like there's a sense to you that, how do I say it? This one. It's not like you look down on humanity, right? Like, that's not what I want to say. But it's almost as if, because it's like a stopover, right? I'm struggling with how exactly I would say this, because kind of like all the little ideas that are flitting through my head, it doesn't really matter. Like if you're taking a flight somewhere, right? And you're going on a vacation, or you're going to a new location, and you're going somewhere quite grand and quite incredible. Oh, wow. Yeah. I feel like wherever you're going, is it after this? I don't know. There could be a few incarnations here for you on Earth. It's kind of like things for your soul to do while you're waiting for some type of reality to be formed. I feel like this reality has less, how would we say, the reality that you're waiting for, the galaxy, the universe that you're waiting to incarnate in, has less obstacles, has less physical constraints in it. It's not that it isn't 3D, but I just feel like there's a lot of spiritual power in that reality. And here on Earth, like, it's denser. And it's almost as if, right, like, I feel like on a soul level here, you know that there are realities, or there's a reality, like on probably a very subconscious level here, that are not as limiting as this experience here. And because, like, again, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost a more advanced point that you are waiting to get into here. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess I mean, honestly, to some degree, I think humanity is still pretty primitive. Very primitive. This is a very primitive planet. It is a very primitive planet. For the most part, it's mostly ruled by lower tendencies like fear and greed, corrupt. Like, it's really, I mean, it is a lower. It's very primal. But that's not where your soul is going here, which is, it's just funny. And I really feel like you've come here to help, like to help others. Maybe you've come to help them spiritually. Maybe you've come to like be a physical assistance at times when somebody needs a hand. Actually, it's kind of funny. I think of my Leo girlfriend. She's, I want to call her like, she's like a, Amazon woman is not the right phrase. She's like very tall, very strong, blonde, like a giant bombshell, honestly. But she's also, because she's a big, strong woman, she carries shit that I can't carry. I remember at one time when she was helping me to move, one of my moves. I think she went up my stairs with like 2 suitcases and something else in her arms. I'm like, how the fuck did you just do that in one? I'm okay. Let's keep going. Jeez. So I don't know. Maybe. I mean, it could be. It could be like a physical aspect of you too, where you might be quite strong. But you have an overall purpose here is to assist. It's like, well, if I'm going to hang out here for a while, I might as well help the people. Might as well help the people, right? Okay, yeah, no. You know what? Here's the thing. My arms have not, my lap and arms have not decreased. Right? We have to acknowledge something here, okay? It's just, it's the same way. It's the same way when I go to put my summer clothes on, and I'm sure that they've all shrunk over the winter. My closet. Mommy's arms and her lap have not shrunk, right? I'm gonna put her in her bed. All right. Now we're gonna get into. I'm gonna keep talking here while I move Lily into her bed. Maybe. I think sometimes she just wants to be held while she falls asleep. Actually, I know that. She's always been like that. Okay, I'm glad she's not like a Saint Bernard. Just hold him every time he goes to sleep. You come here to help people. That's your overall life purpose. This is a stopover for you, Leo. You are on your way somewhere else. And honestly, it's like your soul is just coming, all right, let's see who we can help here. You have a right now purpose, like, right, even though this is like an overall life purpose, there's kind of like, I pulled a card out here for the right now. Change of mind. Interesting. Again, I'm going to read the book so you can get the full context of what these cards mean by Shirley Harnish. She created them, but I think she would agree in terms of, you know, everything is going to be unique and different depending on who or what you're reading for. And I'm really getting that with you here. I feel like right now you're trying to help someone change their mind. You might even be, okay, opening, this talks about elevating our consciousness too. Elevating our consciousness, opening up to greater conscious possibilities. So that's like what you're doing right now. I mean, again, no soul comes to earth just to like lay around and, well, there's nothing here for me to do. I'm just waiting until the next train comes to take me here. You're still gonna find some sort of purpose, and you're gonna make use of the time and energy that you spend here. And I see you doing that as like helping humanity, helping those around you. And right now there's a conscious change that I feel like you're kind of helping to bring or usher in here. I feel like this could also be something that you are going through too, right? There's definitely, Earth is definitely, even though I say like it is a very primitive place, it's a very challenging place. So because of that, there are definitely lessons and opportunities for every soul to have in it. The angel, now I've pulled out, what is the angel card? I asked, what is the angel, the archangel that is most prominent around Leos at this time? And it kind of gives us an idea for what. It's a life review, Archangel Jeremiah. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. So that's very interesting. I mean, it's a very obvious statement. So there's something here, an angel wanting you to kind of look at what it is that you have going on in your life. What areas of your life do you see that maybe you need to change or heal here? By changing or healing certain aspects within your life, you bring balance, right? Bring better balance into your life. It's taking an inventory too. I don't know, maybe some of you could literally be doing an inventory. You'd be cleaning out closets and shit like that. The underline is portal. Doors are opening. You decide rewards wild card. See, isn't that funny too? It's almost like, I'm really curious to see if I can pull out more information about that. Because this is too like, well, there's doors opening here. It's, It's not the space where you intend to eventually go. Like wild cards, you just go in there, you don't know what's going to happen. You decide, who knows? You have hello from heaven. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. And then you have the take flight card too. I'm getting a bit of a galaxy trotter here, you know, like the term globe trotter, like a galaxy trotter. And oh yeah, I said I was going to read this for you. So let me read you the assistance. Because I definitely too, right? Like I can see there's value in this in terms of seeing how it applies to you. Like if you've come down to be able to take assistance at times, because maybe, how can these primitive people really help you, Leo? You'd be surprised. We all need a little help at one point or another in our lives. Rest assured, help is on the way for you. There is a huge inpouring of divine and angelic assistance coming to you now. This card appears for you today to let you know that your need for help has been acknowledged, whether you have directly asked for aid or not. The universe is stepping forward on your behalf. The assistance can come in many forms. Sometimes it comes in the form of another person. We do not necessarily have to know them personally for them to influence our lives. Through a series of divinely organized coincidences, a complete stranger can make their way into our personal world, providing the help we so greatly need. At other times, it may be our closest friends who lovingly step forward to assist us. I want to stop right there. And it's kind of funny because I want to say too, like Leos have a tendency to often be like on camera, or they might be seen, they might have some sort of a status or something in life that might make them seem kind of like people might be familiar with them in a public way, and they might be coming forward in leadership or some kind of display of creativity or whatever that could be, that they're not known, like, right, like this part where a stranger, I feel like that you work as a complete stranger for some people sometimes. Yeah, I'm really kind of feeling that. There's a ton of Leos that I see on YouTube doing all sorts of stuff. I'm sure there's other signs represented too, but however, we can also experience a sudden shift in circumstances, which occurs for no logical reason. This can happen to certain individuals who we may be having difficulty with. Either something energetically shifts in them, or we suddenly understand how we are to deal with that person. I really do feel like you're learning a lot about humanity here. Say that. No matter how it happens, it is spirit working in your life. So let this be fair warning. Help is coming. So don't do something silly such as say, no thank you, when help is offered to you. Do not let feelings of not being worthy or deserving get in the way. Do not allow your pride or need to be the giver interfere with this divine offering of assistance. You most certainly deserve it. Allow yourself to receive it. Just smile and say thank you. Just as this assistance comes to you sometime soon, Spirit will call on you to provide a loving hand to help someone else. You see how the book describes it? And I'm not going to say that that isn't something that you're going to definitely like work with in this lifetime. Honestly, too, especially if you're here thinking like, you know, these are just really primitive little beings and I'm not going to be here very long. There's the renovations are taking place here for the new galaxy that I'm going to be moving into in my next incarnation, or 2, 3, or 4. Okay. Change of mind. This one is really interesting. This is your right now purpose. This card comes when we are in the process of moving into a higher level of cognitive functioning. This is a direct effect of the shifting vibrational frequencies on the planet. Those who are ready for these new frequencies will begin to notice changes in their physical and energetic processes. The card signifies a shifting of your conscious functioning. Your cognitive processes are beginning to operate within the field of the higher frequencies. This can be seen as a change in your perception of how you view yourself, how you view this world, and your understanding of your innate connection with Source. Oh, I kind of want to stop there. I feel like you are having some sort of an eye-opening experience about Earth. I'm really trying to come up with the right word to describe what your soul feels like to me. it feels like old soul energy for one thing. And I do feel like something that has a high gravitational force to it, a lower frequency like Earth. I want to say it's not like your soul hasn't been through those kind of experiences already, right? But you're waiting there. I don't know why, you're just waiting. You're waiting to go to a new place. But there's, each planet, each galaxy, each universe, wherever our soul ends up going, they're going to be different. And there's going to be, I want to say too, like kind of wild card rewards in this exploration as well. And there might be something that is going on, like, I really wonder how much of this reading, what I'm picking up on today for you is really honestly like deeper subconscious energies that, I don't know, you might go, wow, you know what, I always have kind of felt like that here, or I always ever kind of looked at the world that way. I feel like there's a surprise here, like it kind of reminds me a bit of, I would, yes, that's a good way to describe it. So I'm thinking of like the Star Trek Next Generation, with, what's his face? What was his name? The, was it Q? Was that his name? And he looked at humans like just silly little immortal bugs, right? But Picard was always trying to prove and demonstrate to him the value of humanity. It's almost like this, I think his name is Q, maybe I'm wrong. Anyways, we'll just call him Q for now. And it's almost like right at some point he finds that actually he becomes human. Oh, fuck yeah. That's right. That's right. He got banished and he became an immortal. Yes, from the gods or whatever it was where he lived. And he became an immortal, and they had to send him somewhere. No, he became immortal. And he decided to go to like Earthlings. Oh, that's weird. That's coming across in here because it's really picking up the vibe that I started out with here. And he chose, I guess, humanity, Earthlings, because they were the ones that he felt wouldn't kill him immediately, because he'd been pretty cruel as a godlike energy. I'm not really picking up that part of you here, but it is almost like you've fallen into Earth here to become human, but it's kind of like temporary, right? Like you're waiting to go somewhere else. But I feel like there is, like, because once he becomes human, I think at some point in that episode and that journey for him, he becomes very overwhelmed with all of the feelings and the physical feelings, like of pain, like physical pain and all sorts of stuff going on, and emotions and wow, like, geez, there's a lot to take on here to be human. I feel like you're I know I'm going very esoteric with this, but that's where your reading has taken me with these cards and this energy today. Yeah, there's something here about seeing something in humanity by experiencing it that you didn't see before. And this is all also linked to like a higher cognitive functioning that you're developing at this time. But I do feel like you're meant to open the minds of others here, and you are a helper in some way, like helping others. Okay, I'm going right with the tarot. I'm using the Book of Shadows Tarot Volume 1. Y'all, you're waiting in this lifetime. You came here to wait. The Mother of Water. You came here to wait. The Mother of Water. The Eight of Air. I don't think this card has come out all week. I know it hasn't. I see she's with all her chakras lit up there. It's not yet time. Things are being woven. Oh, the Ace of Earth. Yeah, there is a sense of waiting. This is interesting too. You see how we have both like a masculine and a feminine figure here sitting kind of with their arms out, and they're in a pose of waiting, like they're sort of suspended. And the Nine of Earth. Oh, that's an interesting message. There's there's something you're supposed to experience here in this lifetime. I mean, maybe it's some type of love or cleansing. Maybe it's being cleansed by love, the cleansing of love. But it looks like you have to... You're kind of getting a karmic washing here. Like you're being cleansed karmically. Okay. It makes sense. I mean, I don't imagine that a soul is ready to go somewhere and that place isn't prepared yet. It's like in conjunction with the timing of some sort of reality that you will be experiencing at another time and as another being, maybe even, that your soul will take on. At the timing that is being created, you are here having like karmic energies cleansed from you that will not go forward into that reality, that existence. Like this Nine of Earth really, to me, is speaking, right? Like that's kind of like, you know, one of the sovereignty cards that I have here with the nines that I'll often talk about, particularly with the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Cups being your like emotional sovereignty, you being the person responsible for your happiness and joy and your feelings and emotions for the most part. The Nine of Pentacles is kind of like a physical sovereignty, like you looking after your own here, you being stripped of anything that is not connected to you. That's why you came here. You are having things removed that can't go with you. I mean, it's really funny how much of your reading is talking about like waiting to go somewhere else. And maybe love is the cleanse for this. Rain. It's just fascinating the way she's standing in the rain and bringing that down. What is this assistance? Help me with that here for overall life purpose for Leo. What is the assistance? Wow, the Book of Shadows. The Hierophant. The Three of Fire. The Ten of Air. And Justice. Oh, it's weird. The Ten of Air is giving me this mind shift energy, right? Like a changing of the ego and a sense of self here. I really am picking, I feel like, Leo, you guys, you have some sort of natural access to kind of like deeper knowledge, esoteric information, maybe even sacred geometry. This is crazy too, because this, like, it reminds me of, right, Michelangelo's painting, was it in the Sistine Chapel where that is? Where God is enlightening Adam, right? Like that is, it's like enlightenment. And what are you doing right now is like a form of enlightenment. justice. You know what's interesting? Now the image has just shifted. You know what I'm seeing here? I'm seeing this woman has ended up down in this dark space. Okay. And then obviously there's someone else here in the light space. And she's pointing the finger at her saying, you're the reason I'm down here. And then she's up here and she's saying, no, you're the reason you're down there. Isn't that fascinating? I mean, that's totally how that's playing out for me. It's just like, no, you're the reason I'm down here. You didn't tell me that that was there. And it's like, well, no, you were looking, or you weren't looking where you were going. Okay. Oh. There's a song coming in. I don't know. It's weird. That's okay. It's not one of my favorite songs. It's kind of a, well, it doesn't have to be a favorite song, but there's something about the lyrics that bother me a bit. So I don't know if they're going to bother you. It's cruel to be kind. You gotta be cruel to be kind in the right measure. Cruel to be kind, it's a fairy design. Cruel to be kind means that I love you, baby. You gotta be cruel to be kind. But now, the reason I don't know, I think that song is a little bit weird, because if you're talking about adults to adults, like higher functioning, you shouldn't really be cruel. I don't know, anyways. but what, it's almost like maybe cruel is not the right word, right? Straight to the point, or your facts are not your your feelings are not facts, you know, like that kind of an energy there. Because this is almost like bluntly saying to her, listen, you were the one that climbed down there, or you the one that was choosing to look in the air while you were walking forward. So you are, right? Like, and unless somebody can actually be, it's not helpful to enable someone if they are causing themselves to end up in situations like this. Like, that's not helpful to enable them. So to some degree, you could say, well, you're being kind of cruel if you're being very, like, to the point, and just telling someone, well, listen, you're the one responsible. And it might, maybe it does. Maybe it kind of hurts at first. It hurts this person's ego. But then at the end of the day, they'll know, you know what? I am the one responsible to watch where I'm walking. Like, I do have to kind of watch where I'm walking, don't I? But you see, that's coming through with the assistance in the Book of Shadows. Maybe to some degree here, you help people. It's actually funny. There's something about this reading that I'm picking up here that is reminding me of another tarot reader. She's a Leo. I think her channel has always been directed about being quite kind of point blank. Like, she'll call out a sign if your energy isn't, like, I've always loved that. And I feel like there's just so much out there right now that is like stroking people's unhealthy egos. But she definitely does that. And I could see her energy in this reading. Right? Like, look at your shadow here. That's how I'm helping you. You're the one that got yourself in the hole. It's funny too, because there's tarot cards there. I'm really picking that up. I don't know, maybe she's watching. Your right now purpose is change of mind. So let's see how that unfolds. Your right now purpose is change of mind. Oh, the Two of Earth. Isn't that interesting little layout there? I want to say there's something going on here where it feels like, to me, this one has decided, you know what, I'm going to go over there. I'm going to go over there. So there's another song trying to come in, but that other one is coming in hard now. You gotta be cruel to be kind. And I just feel like, to that song, I could see like someone who is narcissistic or abusive, like using kind of language like that to say that to somebody. Like, hey, listen, I'm like, you know, like it's kind of like trying to justify mean behavior or unhealthy. That's the 80s. Is that the 80s? That God, it's not the 90s, I don't think. Change of mind right now. The Two of Earth is like weighing out the possibilities too here. Oh shit me. And you got the Two of Wands. Oh. This side. Mother of Earth. And Lovers. Right now, Purpose. Wow. There's, okay. I feel like there's some sort of a dramatic shift for you that you're working through. It's walking away from something, but why change your mind? Or is it helping someone else to walk away from something and change their mind? But by changing their mind, it's not just factual. I mean, not to say that facts aren't important, they certainly are. But I feel like it has something to do with a higher consciousness being achieved, because then that takes you into the Lovers, which is like the true path. There's a very important decision to make here. Maybe you feel like you're approaching that, or maybe you're there. I'm just going to pull something out for the life review. Oh, interesting. Life review. Take inventory, right? And change of mind. Two of Pentacles. Oh, let's just see. It feels like there's something here that may not be working for you. And you're probably right. Because where the cards end up is a very significant choice and path for you. Wow, the Magician. What is it that you're manifesting here? What are you creating? What tools are working for you? What's the right tool for the job right now, for whatever that could be talking about in your life? That's the angel you've got with you right now with the Magician. Inventory. What can you use that benefits you? Is there a tool that you're using incorrectly too? Which, okay. Wow, the Three of Swords. The Five of Pentacles. And the Eight of Water. It kind of, okay, to some degree here, it's tricky because the only physical card we have in here is the Five of Pentacles. And that is kind of like a physical lack. There's also distance or separation between things in this energy. And when we're talking about the Magician, like, right, we have all the elements here. And there isn't, the physical element is lacking in something. There could be some sort of lack of physical support. Or there's some type of physical distance that's perhaps even created some type of emotional disconnect. I don't know what that's about. Something in your life. I wanted to go over to the Lovers here. Tell me about the Lovers card. The Elemental of Air. Strong Gemini energy with those two. The Circle, which is the Hanged Man. And the Four of Earth. I don't know if this card makes me uncomfortable. I don't know if it's the lighting in it or the weird arch. Something, I don't know. There's the texture of it. It makes me uncomfortable, that Four of Pentacles. This is finding yourself at a bit, I don't know, it just feels like a crossroads. That's what's going on for you right now. Some of you could be going through, okay, including with the life review here, some of you could be going through some sort of natural, like, shift or change in your life. Because the Mother of Pentacles is here, it could have something to do with your family life. Like, there could be some sort of a natural shift that's happening here where maybe your kids were more reliant on you in the past than they are now. Or I feel like there's something in your life, like it doesn't have to be children, but something that you've built up in your life. It could even be a business, honestly, right? With the Queen of Pentacles that you have invested in. But it's almost as if there's maybe there's another path here for you to start considering. You're not, yeah, because that's the other thing too that's interesting. You're not pulling out any, are you pulling? No. You haven't pulled out any emotional cards here, except, but this is what you're waiting for, is the Mother of Water. Is there something here that you've invested in? It feels like there's no love there. Because you have the Eight of Water. There's no other water cards here. So it's also hard to kind of gauge what your emotional state is in something. And maybe that's part of it. Maybe there's like the emotional state of you in certain circumstances that people aren't aware of. You're not sharing that. The Magician. The Seven of Fire. The Five of Water. It's like defenses here. The Wheel of Fortune. Some of you, I don't know, you could be kind of protective of your emotions here, very defensive, because there's a sore spot. Oh, how interesting. Really? There's a whole upright. Look at this. Okay, you have the Initiation card at the bottom, which is also being called Judgment. Well, it is Judgment, but it's called Initiation in this deck. I'm wondering if this is part of why you're here. Because you're definitely coming out as some type of a helper. I wonder if you're even trying to help others change their mind here about more divine paths. Maybe once you complete your work here, then you're allowed to go into this new, and it's a place of, like, it's just raining. It rains with love. Maybe that is something that feels very lacking here on Earth to you too, to some extent. Well, I'm going to go do the extended, Leo. In the extended, I'm going to ask, what past life experience holds you back in this lifetime? How can you overcome this hold back energy in this lifetime? And what has your soul accomplished already in this lifetime that your soul had hoped to accomplish in this lifetime? So something that you have already achieved. If you would like to follow me to the extended, there are two options. There is the YouTube membership. Please choose the second tier, all extended videos, to get access to all of them, or you can just do a one-time purchase below that on the Gumroad app. Thank you so much, everybody. Until next time, be gentle with yourself. Bye.